Alright, how's everybody doing? In today's video, we've got a Striker 65 on the bench, which is it's just a demo radio. We're not doing anything particularly to the radio. Just decided to use that radio for the video. We're going to cover microphones. Okay. Here I've just got the stock Striker microphone and the Ranger SRA 198. Very popular microphone. Everybody seems to like them. Everybody's using them. They're a good sounding microphone. I use one myself from time to time. But also from time to time, most of the time, I use the stock microphone. And I think everybody is, I don't know what the word is, fool. I guess I'll just use the word fool in thinking that you have to have a noise canceling microphone. You drive a truck, or which I guess would be, probably one of the most noisiest environments. I guess if you're in a loader or a grader or something like that, or whatever, where it's really a little noisier, might be where you would be using a noise canceling microphone. Anyway, what I want to demonstrate here today is that all these radios, most radios, if they have a mic gain on them, okay, what's Cobra called? A dynamic. Dynamic, mic gain, it's all the same thing. You can make your stock microphone do exactly what the noise canceling microphone is just by adjusting your mic gain. So, and I know some people are going to say, well, you're not going to get the modulation and the power out that you would with the noise cancel microphone and having the mic gain turned all the way up. Okay, another myth. All right, that goes right along with when you are told that I tuned your radio to run it wide open. This is true. I tune radios so you can run them wide open, but that's not how you have to run them. Really, actually, like with this Striker, the sweet spot is probably with the power at about 10 or 11 o'clock, and that's where you're going to get maximum performance out of the radio. Okay, not being cranked all the way up, but for today's purposes, we're just going to leave it cranked all the way up. It's not going to hurt anything. It's tuned to be run wide open. Okay, that's what you're going to hear. That's another myth. So anyway, so what we're going to do is show you the noise canceling microphone and how it works. They really do need to be cranked up. Okay, you need to have that mic gain all the way up for the microphone to pick up your voice. And the reason why they're so non-sensitive, I guess you could call it, is the diaphragm inside the microphone in a noise canceling microphone is thicker than in the stock microphone. So I don't know what you can compare it to. Just a piece of paper, a thick piece of paper, a thin piece of paper. One wiggles easier than the other, and that's all that's going on. It's all done with vibration. So we'll show you what the noise cancel microphone's doing. Obviously, if I tap on the counter, you can see on. I'm sorry, I didn't get you up here to show you what's going on. Getting way ahead of myself here. Okay. So a noise canceling microphone, it'll pick up my voice. I'm talking probably 3 feet away. Okay. As you can see it's picking it up a little bit. I'm hoping you can see that on the scope. If I tap my fingers on the table, it doesn't pick it up. So that's the background noise. That's your window being open. Maybe if you're doing a base station, the kids in the other room crying or playing or having fun, doing whatever they're doing. So it's really not sensitive at 2 or 3 feet away. You put it up to your mouth, obviously it's gonna It's going to get much louder. And okay, audio check, 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 check. Okay, it's swinging the radio right out there to 70, 80 watts, as we all expect our radios to do. Some, most, not all. So anyway, yeah, the noise canceling microphone, you pretty much have to run them, you know, wide open. I guess I'll show you. I should have showed you this. Okay, so now let's say you turn your mic gain back. So there it is with the mic gain wide open. You see it swinging right out there to where the radio's tuned. Hello, breaker, 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 70, 80 watts. Now you turn the microphone gain back, you know, turn it back to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and now everything drops down. So it is true. Turn your mic gain back, you're going to lose it on your modulation and your power, okay? Because of the design of the microphone. So we'll put in the stock mic and get this camera. Alright, so now the stock microphone is much more sensitive. So I'm holding the stock microphone. That's 3 feet away from my mouth, okay? Tapping on the table. Very, very sensitive, right? Okay. Obviously, it's putting out the full power of the radio. So all you got to do, like I said, these radios come with adjustments. These adjustments are made to be used. They didn't. If they wanted you to just set it and forget it, they would have built the radio with a set it and forget it mode. Okay, it's not set it and forget it. It's operate the radio the way it was designed to be operated. So with the stock microphone, I'm just going to turn the mic gain down to about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Okay. You saw how sensitive it was when it was cranked all the way up. We'll go 12 o'clock just to see what happens. Okay. So now the sensitivity, it'll definitely pick up my voice a little bit, but it hardly picks up the tapping on the table, right? So desensitized, noise canceling. It's not picking up the background noise. And if you watch, hello, breaker, 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 audio check, check, check. I'm not yelling in the microphone. I'm just talking normal. Still doing the same 70, 80 watt swing with the mic gain down to 12, 1 o'clock. That's something that if you're going to try this, if you're going to use a stock mic, you're going to have to play with that. And then we get the complaint about the talkback. Now, all the radios are a little different when it comes to their talkback circuit. Stryker's got it. Stryker has, as far as I'm concerned, my personal opinion, the best talkback circuit going. Nice and loud when it's cranked all the way up, and very, very minimal, feedback, through the speaker, especially using the stock microphone. But I just want to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you. We'll turn the talk back up. I don't know. We'll turn it up to 3 o'clock. See what happens. Hello, 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 hello. There you go. That's wide open. I'm getting a little feedback, so I guess depending on where your speaker is. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. So what you have to do there is you have to adjust your talk back and your mic gain together. So, and I know a lot of guys like their talk back cranked. So I guess if you really want to hear yourself loud in the speaker while you're talking, maybe the noise canceling microphone is for you. So you can crank everything up and hear yourself in the background. If not, you want to use the talk back, which is what it is meant for, just to set your echo and make sure everything sounds good, and then you can just cut back on the talk back. The more you cut back on the talk back, the more you can crank up the microphone. Like I say, if you're in a quiet environment, like a base station setting, there's no reason why you can't run that mic gain wide open. But if you're in a vehicle and it's a little noisy, somebody, hey, I sound, sounds like your window's down, whatever the case may be, just turn it back, and I mean, you'll see. And I guess you can't really see it. Obviously, once you get your radio in your vehicle and get it all set up, you're not going to see what I can see. So let's see just how far back you can go with it. So right now we're talking, we're still doing, right there in the 70, between 60 and 80 watts, right? We're gonna whatever. Hello, 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 breaker, 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 breaker. Hello, breaker, 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 breaker. Hello, breaker, 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 breaker. Hello, audio. Check, 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 check. So, right there we have the mic gain down there around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So that's how far back you can turn your mic gain back and still get good quality sound out of your radio. So, do you need a noise canceling mic? Nope, you don't. You create the noise canceling microphone with your mic gain. I personally use the Striker microphone or the Superstar. I prefer the Striker. I think they're wired up a little better. They're a little more durable than the Superstars. But you can use a Superstar. It's going to do the same thing. Cobra stock microphones, they're so-so. But anyway, I hope that helps anybody that might be curious or might be looking for an answer to what microphone to use. Do not be fooled on the I tuned your radio to your microphone line, because that's just a sales pitch. They're just taking your money on that one. And like I said, if your noise cancel microphone fails on you, sometimes the wires break. Always keep your stock mic, around, and you can just plug that in and turn back the mic gain. If you're getting feedback, if you like talkback, if you don't use any of that stuff, like I said, most of the big trucks nowadays are very, very quiet. You could probably get away with running the mic gain even higher with the stock mic. And honestly, if you can get somebody with a good ear and honestly tell you what it sounds like, I have guys here when I test a radio out on the air, I'll switch microphones and ask them, how things sound. And when I go to that stock microphone, I get, I get thumbs up. They say it's a drastic change in how it sounds, and it's much better. So anyway, try it. See if you like it. Like I said, I use a noise canceling microphone, so I guess I'm guilty. I use one, but you don't need to. I guess the whole point is that you don't need to, and you can get just a good audio and quality sound out of the stock microphone that comes with every particular radio you buy. And I know Ranger is, they're selling all their new radios nowadays come with the 198, so I guess you could call that the stock microphone. But you could switch it up and, you could switch it up and, throw the Superstar on it, and it's probably going to sound better. Basically the same microphone as a Striker, and you'll still get good quality sound. So anyway, I hope that helps everybody make a decision on what microphone to run. Again, all the noise cancel microphones are all a little different, so we all know, we all don't know, but as most people are experimenting and shopping around for mics, the Road King and the Astatic, and then now we've got this one on the market. They all sound a little different. All right, so this is a hobby. So within the hobby, you have to experiment. Nothing is etched in stone and exactly how it's supposed to be. So try different microphones. Try the stock microphone. Try an Astatic microphone. I know money's tight with people and they can't be buying this, that, and the other thing all the time. But unfortunately, again, that's part of the hobby. You have to experiment, see what sounds the best, and hopefully have somebody on the other end that's going to give you a good quality feedback on how your radio sounds. But anyway, again, stock microphone works just fine. Turn your mic gain back, get rid of the background noise, create your own noise canceling microphone, and voila, you're talking. So, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.